What up, YouTube? It's your boys, P-Dubs Arcade Loft, Michael B. the Game Genie, special guest Kongs Are Us with another episode of Super Game Room Dudes, and Steven Ristalgia, you're fired! Don't worry, he's not fired. We were only kidding. Welcome to the show, everyone. Welcome to the Fun House. Carl and Steven both have plans tonight, so you got me and Mike, and we put out the sign. We hung a triangle in the sky in the moonlight, seeing if some secret Illuminati member would answer the call and rescue us. And that person was B Kong. So how's it going, B?
Good. I had to listen to Zoltar and be like, does this guy tell me that I should join the show? And one of the ones said my wish was granted. I can still come back to YouTube anytime I can hang out with you guys. So there it is. Obligatory New Wave Toys promotion post. There it is.
Good stuff. B, it looks like you got big head mode turned on compared to me and Mike. Look at these cameras.
I'll back up a little bit. Is that okay?
Yeah, just kick back, relax.
A little bit instead.
Yeah, this is a laid back show. This ain't CNN, baby. We shoot from the hip here. Mike, how are you, man?
I'm good. I'm trying to respect the audience by being polite and courteous to everybody tonight. I want to hope that I don't tell anybody off. So I just hope we have a good, clean, fun show.
Mike, do you have any apologies you want to make tonight?
No, I meant what I said.
Oh, you're terrible, Mike. Mike, Peter, you're terrible. Guys, that was obviously a joke. Mike's obviously really sorry that some people were upset. Mike, it was your week last week to be the grumpy one, and I still got shit over it in private messages behind the scenes. I'm like, it wasn't even me. Why are these companies mad at me? I wasn't the one who was grumpy. You know what I mean? But Michael B., you framed me, bro. You framed me.
P-Dubs, man, causing all the shit in the community.
Not true.
Bad, Michael B. Bad.
So we got a number of topics we want to talk about tonight. Probably the biggest news literally just happened about an hour ago from AtGame announcing a lag fix for their 4KP pinball machine, or 4K. Why is it a 4KP? That is like the stupidest name in the world. Just 4K pinball machine. You can't call it a 4KP pinball when pinball's the last word. 4KP, right? Like 4K. B should just be 4K. Do I got to add the P?
It was just PK's just way to get his initials in the thing. It's not KP, it's PK, right? So it's really not really meant to be 4K. It's just his version of it.
We also got some news from Evercade, Quarter Arcades, some new horror games that Mike is super excited about. He's been hyped all week about these horror games, arcade-themed horror games coming out as well. So we got a number of topics to talk about tonight. But before we do, as always, we kind of just shoot the smoke while we wait for people to join. So what are you guys' plans this weekend, B? What do you got going on?
Yeah, kids start up school next week. So it's like our last hurrah for summer. My kiddo has been exploring the world of binge watching anime. And so he's like obsessed with shows like I was reincarnated as a slime. And apparently it's a good show. And I'm like, what are kids watching these days? Like back when we were watching shows, there was just like a few things that everybody watches now, right? Like, hey, let's watch Evangelion or let's watch Ninja Scroll. And now it's just weird stuff that's out there. So I'm discovering what's hip these days.
There's only two essential animes anybody needs to watch. For series, you watch Dragon Ball Z, and for movie, you watch Akira.
There you go. Now,
did B freeze?
No, yeah, he kind of
just like froze.
You froze. Okay, I'm back.
Well, you can also watch Voltron, because Voltron is technically anime as well. And you can watch this little show called Robotech.
Robotech. No, Robotech sucks. It's all about Macross. But, those that know.
Yeah, Macross. What a nerd.
What a nerd. What a nerd.
Voltron. No, I love my Voltron. It's good stuff.
And guys, we have huge news to share with all of you guys tonight. I don't know if you guys have noticed this or not, but after taking a very, very long break from YouTube, BCOG is back, baby. BCOG is pumping out videos. Nobody's watching them, but that's what happens.
You're terrible. You shut up.
No, because here's what happens, guys. And let's actually talk about this because this is important. There's a lot of content creators who watch our channels, and this is actually important, need to know information for you guys. What did Detroit Love do with all of our settings?
He did so much stuff.
Like
honestly,
I don't even know where the buttons are anymore. The way YouTube works is you'll hear successful YouTubers say consistency is key. Michael B says that all the time. YouTube will push out and promote and recommend videos and channels of people who are making lots of content, right? Like if you're making money for YouTube, YouTube will push your videos out.
That's a misnomer. I don't know if that's the right term or not, but
It is true.
It's true that if you're making lots of content, they will push it out. But there's a other side to that equation. People have to watch.
Well, yeah.
If you're making tons of content, like say for example, you're just re-uploading streams and stuff like that.
If you're making a shit ton of YouTube shorts,
no one's watching.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about if you make decent videos consistently that people watch, and YouTube will push those out and keep pushing your channel out. And when you take breaks, as much as you need it personally or mentally, it hurts your channel, because if you stop making YouTube money, they stop pushing your content. So for instance, I haven't made very, very many videos, right? And the last 2 videos I did haven't done well. And that's because I'm not making YouTube money anymore. I haven't been making a lot of videos. And poor B's kind of in the same scenario. And what's funny is you push out the videos and now your subscribers don't even know. You're not even showing up on their cell phones, B, that you're back. But once you consistently make videos, it comes back, right? It'll come back. So just a heads up, guys. BCOG is back. Go watch his shit. Right, B?
Yeah, learn how to play DDR, from something that came out 8 years ago. And if you want to spend lots of money on pinball mods, I'm your guy that spends the stupid money.
There's another side of things too. Like, let's just be honest here. I've been doing this a really long time, haven't I, Scarlett? Longer than you've been alive. So another thing too is you develop a certain viewership, even though it's like 50% of the people that watch your videos are actually your subscribers and 50% from the outside. If you do something that's off kilter, off topic from what you normally do, a lot of times it'll impact. And like people are, I don't know, they'll say whatever they want to say, but we always just make stuff on what we're excited about and shit like that. And sometimes people don't want to watch, but I'm going to make videos on stuff I like. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, like for instance, I showed off my Dick Tracy action figure collectibles. That video didn't do well, but I didn't care. It was important to me and it was fun.
I've always planned on doing that. Actually, I was going to tie it in with a review of the Sega Genesis Dick Tracy game, which is the best Dick Tracy video game to play. And I was going to, get my Playmates Dick Tracy's out to show them off. But yeah, alas, I haven't done it yet because of laziness.
Well, the real reason why the sub counts and has slowed down and the video count has slowed down is I've really not brought Mrs. Kongzuras back into any videos.
That's the truth of it, yeah.
So, I mean, she really was the driving force of the channel, so I think
it was like you had huge spikes like once you release your Buck Hunter video for some reason.
For some reason, I remember when that video came out, people were like, oh my god, he's gonna get to 100,000 subscribers. I was like, no, you gotta have extra links for that. You gotta do the other things that help drive people there. So
well, we really can't talk about this in front of Scarlett. Scarlett, you gotta go away. Mike, she's right behind you.
Scarlett, we're gonna film a video on G.I. Joe Ultimate tomorrow, aren't we? And I may or may not have bought a new Ultimate tonight based on the person you're named after.
Nice.
Finally got me one?
Oh yeah.
Well, as always, before we get this show kicked off, started proper, we
my own show.
Okay, no, not your own show. Get out of here.
As always, before we get the show started off proper, we have to say hi to who's here tonight in the live chat. Guys, we are celebrating tonight as well. Super Game Room dudes have achieved 3,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. Can you believe it? 3,000 people like watching this silly little home arcade and gaming podcast show. So Thanks so much for your support, guys. Well, Mike, I love you 3000.
Yeah, do you remember that when
Cheers
you
to that.
subscribers? That was the name of your show.
What was that? Your connection flipped.
Oh, hold on. Scarlett's been messing around with stuff. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
When you hit 3,000 subscribers, that's what you did. You did a stream, remember?
Yeah,
I love you 3,000.
I love you 3000 because that was from Tony Stark, Iron Man, and it's such like the sweetest thing in the world from
Who?
Avengers.
Tony Stark, Iron Man. I don't know what you're talking about. You talking about Robert Downey Jr., Dr. Victor Von Doom?
Avengers Endgame, yes. Avengers
Victor
Endgame.
Von Doom, yes.
Yes. But yeah, 3,000 subscribers. Thanks so much. We just hit it like yesterday, so we're gonna probably do a couple giveaways, guys. So make sure you tune in next week. We'll try and figure all that out. In the meantime, though, let's continue on with the show. Let's do our shout outs. If you want your shout out, speak now or forever hold your peace. And how about a massive shout out to Canme all the way tuning in from Tanzania, like south of New Zealand.
Tanzania?
Like, yeah, like as far south as it gets before you hit Antarctica. She is here. What's up, my lady? Tim York is here. Carlos is here. Meatball Saucy, number 1 of 3,000. He was our first subscriber, actually.
Was he
Frankie,
really?
Yeah, he was. And I'll back him up on that statement, whether it's true or not. Frankie D is here. Buy Stuff Arcades is here. Wagner's Tech Talk is here. Brooklyn Menace, Pliskin Run, Carl O, Marine 50, Jasmine LaBeer. I have to be careful when I say that. Who else we got here? James hates everything, but secretly loves everybody. Mitchie B is here. Carbon Center, Biggie D's Arcade, Goofy Foot, Free the Foot, Tim York. I may have said Tim York already. Thumper Squid, Carl O. Man, so many of our favorites are here. Sathius, JJ, JR, Jason. If your name starts with a J, hello, how you doing? John J, welcome to the show.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
That's my name too.
Cornercade, Danny, we are not live. This is a pre-recorded broadcast, Danny. So if you ask to be on the show, it's because these are virtual simulations of the real Michael B. the Game Genie, Kongs or us, and P-Dubs. We're just kidding. I actually have enjoyed streaming with Danny the last couple times I've streamed with him. Me and him are just having fun, cracking each other up. Chris NXXW, Danny Z is here, Ritual Dello, Bobby A1U, and Quentin. Okay, there you go. That's it. Mike, I'm going to let you choose our first topic. We could either go with the small news, or if you want to just lead off with a bang and dive into the AtGames, which is the biggest news, it's up to you, buddy. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, let's do a sandwich. So let's start with AtGames because that's the breaking news, and we'll round out tonight talking about Arcade1Up. How's that sound?
Okay, yeah, that sounds fine.
Yeah, like a sandwich, and we'll put the other stuff in between.
Oh, okay. So, crap, I don't have a transition for AtGames anymore. I deleted it in anger. I might have to add it back after today's news. Holy shit. Well, Mike, you know what? I already did a little quick 10-minute live stream earlier. I'm going to let you say it. Say the words, Mike. What is the announcement?
AtGames have announced a lag fix is coming. They actually, I don't know, P-Dubs, if you have the picture because you're blocked in all the groups. So do you actually have the image they put out?
I have the image.
Okay. Do you want to put up the image? Because that's
keep in mind, only my main profile is blocked. All my alt accounts are in the 4K group, which is kind of funny.
Do you know, I don't have an alt account. I've never understood the idea of having an alt account. Like, what kind of life are you living where you have to have like a devious second account? Jeez.
Well, when they block you, you got to do what you got to do if you want to be nosy, man. Otherwise, you're sitting outside in the rain with your face to the window, wishing you were invited to a party. You know what I mean?
So, is your alt name John Spite?
First name in spite, last name of. Yeah. But there you go. Yeah, I got everything right here, Mike. So take it away. I don't think the audience properly heard what you said.
There is no more flipper lag from AtGames, apparently. They announced today they have found...
Jesus Christ, and you're an AtGames influencer? Put some energy behind it.
I'm not an AtGames influencer.
Like, come on, man. Like, let it out. Like, I'm not even affiliated with them. And I was screaming from the top of my lungs an hour ago.
Yeah, but like you have what is it? That up and down disorder. What is it?
Up and down disorder is the exact official name for it.
You know what? I need more energy. Mike B is not giving it to me. The live chat is fired up tonight. B Kong, do what
Give it
he
to him,
could've.
Mike.
Do it. Do it.
My God,
do it.
guys. Listen, AtGames have announced finally, after many, many moons, there is a fix for the lag. They have teamed up, like they said in the announcement they did a couple weeks ago, with Magic Pixel, AtGames, and Zen Studios all work together. They've basically rewritten the games, and now they are ready to go. So show the friggin' picture.
I honestly don't. I still wasn't feeling it. Like,
Oh my God.
I know I'm really dragging this out, but B, you've been on with Mike before. You've seen him excited. Like, remember in Chicago when he was having a really good time?
Remember in
Like-
Chicago when I was having a really good time and Pete-Ups was asleep on the street like Galloping Ghost?
I almost passed out on Ogden Avenue in Brookfield.
And I
can't
can't
believe
about
you-
energy. I was like, go, 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 go. Pete-Ups is like, let's go back to the house.
I
and
can't
just
believe
sit
you took
around."
that. I can't believe you took that picture of me on the side of the road there. All
It's documented. It happened. So
I got a picture of B asleep in a pizza box.
you know, and
yes,
hey.
on the porch.
and in 2 months, guys, in 2 months we'll be doing it again. I mean, we got 19K Fox is going to be there bringing all kinds of bottles in his truck.
Yeah.
Traveling with open containers. Watch out for 19K Fox on the road.
No, my favorite thing is going to be seeing who 19K Fox meets up with and spends half his day with.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Cleveland. Oh my God.
He brings all the
Oh my
honeys out
God.
and the
All,
dudes.
all I know is 19K Fox did have some fangirls show up to Cleveland.
Yeah.
And it was interesting. It was interesting. They really liked his channel. Is why they came, right, Michael B? It's because they liked his channel.
Yeah, his channel that is in his pants.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, he definitely puts out. So if you want to come to Cleveland or Chicago,
Yeah.
find 19K Fox.
And you know what? You know how they say, like, when you go out, you know, like, I felt like I was the grenade. Like, I was the one that Fox would say, get these girls away from me, P-dubs, and he'd go push me towards them. You know what I mean? And I'd have to, you know, go scare him off. It was very heartbreaking and emotionally disturbing for me. So
All I know is I'm not playing wingman for 19K Fox ever. I mean, like,
all right, what is this goofy cartoon we're looking at
I
here?
love this. I think this is such a fun way to announce what they did here. I mean, AtGames never really put a face to their stuff. Like seeing this PK actually in the art next to Mel Kirk, working everything out with the team from Magic Pixel. The way they announce this is a lot of fun. A lot of times AtGames do these very generic art projects. Like they'll have a beach and they're like summer sale, but this is actually really excellent. I love what they did here. It's fun. What a fun way to announce the lag fix is coming. So top marks for the ad. I think the ad is done really good. So now let's talk about the fix. So the first leg of the fix, it's going to be, like it mentioned in the press release, done out over 5 weeks. So the very first one is going to be for the Addams family coming on September 12th. They're going to do it for the hard installed game on the machine, as well as the game pack for the people who bought Addams Family separately. So those updates will be coming out September 12th, and then more updates after that. And then every game after that will be built the same way that these updates are built. So that's the news right now.
Now, B, you had an AtGames Legends Pinball HD and you modded it, gutted it. I think you gutted yours, right?
I did. Well, no, I still had the ability to do both. So yeah, I did OTG.
Okay. And you never got a 4K pinball machine, but
Correct.
have you been keeping up with the news on it? We're talking 10 months of lag since it was originally shown
10
in
months
Chicago.
of lag. I
Yep.
mean, when I first saw it, I made my first video about just the concept of them partnering with Zen. And, you know, this was Zen's outlet to make cabinets skinned in all their glory, right? And so I think they were probably just as invested in this as AtGames was, knowing that there was limitations for the end product. So for it to take this long, though, I'm just surprised more people haven't just flipped over to OTG and just play it regularly through other means at this point.
Well,
I know there's a lot of
not
people that want to
everybody wants to play through OTG. Like I understand why people are upset.
'Cause
Pinball
that's
FX was advertised heavily for this machine, and there's a lot of people who bought it specifically to play Pinball FX on the AtGames Legends Pinball 4K. So the fact that it wasn't working great out of the box, you know, that was a stigma they were always going to have to work over. I don't know about the 10 months. Has the machine been out 10 months already? Because I think you're talking about 10 months since last October when it was initially shown, when it was in beta.
Yes,
So
I have been 100% clear when I say 10 months that it's been 10 months since we've seen Adam's Family playing live on AtGames hardware, and it's had issues for 10 months.
yeah, so realistically, the machine came out in December, so it's really more like 8 months, but that doesn't matter. Honestly, it never should have went out like this. The product shouldn't have come out in the state it is. It's a sad thing they couldn't get it fixed by the time it launched, because there'll always be that stigma there. But the good news is now, for the people that were patient, have been enjoying the machine in other capacities, apparently a fix is coming, but we don't know what's involved with the fix. That's what we have to wait on, because
Well,
the
they said they had to rewrite the entire code base in order to fix this.
yeah. So if it's a rewrite the entire code base and the games come out playing 4K with flipper and plunger lag disappeared, that's an absolute win. That's a good thing. Nothing but positivity. I'm just wondering if 19K Fox is so negative lately. He hates Arcade1Up, hates AtGames, just loves Unico for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know
like,
why.
the taglines keep growing. It's AtGames bad, Unico bad. No, Unico good.
Yeah.
John D good. Arcade1Up bad. Evercade
AtGames
good.
bad.
Evercade good.
You're
Go
missing
ahead.
the biggest point from this announcement. Scroll back down to the last panel on that comic right there.
Mhm.
PK says, let's celebrate with some ice cream, which means everybody's going to get a coupon to Baskin Robbins that's been waiting for this lag fix.
Oh, no.
We can't verify that. We
Whoa,
can't
whoa,
verify
whoa.
that. The Super Game Room dudes cannot be held legally liable for false promises made by Cogs R Us on our live stream.
He
Yeah.
said it. It says it right there
B,
in the
B,
comic.
let me be. We
Let's
are on
celebrate
B
with some
B.
ice cream. What is that scream?
I don't know
everybody?
if you've been keeping up, man, but we are on thin ice. Like, we are treading water. We have to be ultra careful in what we say or do.
All they did was add one line: flipper lag equals no.
They added that to the code base.
Here, just
Here,
really
here.
quickly, I did want to mention this. So I do want to see what's involved. Like, I'm assuming the reason why Magic Pixel got involved was to explain how they got their games working in 4K with zero flipper lag. They consulted with them, and hopefully we get the same experience we're experiencing from the Magic Pixel releases from the Zen release. That's my hope.
I honestly don't care what the fix is. I just
As long
want
as
the
it's fixed.
as
Yeah.
long as it's fixed. And like I said on a video I did on my channel about an hour and a half ago, I said, look, once this is fixed and resolved moving forward for future releases, 90% of all negative feedback about this product disappears.
Yeah.
After that, your remaining 10% will be people, maybe they're not happy with the way the games look visually. You might have some people like myself who, I just realized my subwoofer really isn't working on my surround sound feedback kit. And that's happening to a lot of people as well. The subwoofer's not working on the surround sound feedback kit, and that's a fix they got to put in as well. Shipping damage, maybe, by the way, maybe getting kicked out of their Facebook groups for voicing an opinion. Like minus that stuff, like everything else, just like this, when this goes away, it's a lot more. It's not, it's like most of the complaints go away is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's a good thing, because guys, we are tired of talking about it. We're tired of reading about it. We're tired of talking about it. I'm tired of talking about it. You know what I mean? So I'm happy. Mike,
When
aren't
will
you
these
happy?
guys stop making videos about the lag fix?
Yeah.
I'm tired of you guys talking about
Carol, I'm so happy you're here, but at the same time, you got restreamed so jacked up, brother.
With your Detroit Lions live streams you set up that messed up everything on us. Don't you know that the Bears, baby, like Caleb Williams, legit, man. I've been waiting all week to talk trash to you, but we can wait a couple minutes since we're in the middle of a topic
We
right
can
now.
do that. We can do that.
But yeah, guys, I mean, thinking about it, like so many of us are tired of talking about it. I'm sure people are tired of hearing about it. And the fact that this will be resolved. Now, let's level set. AtGames says that the fix for Adam's Family will come out September 12th. Then after that, every week, once a week, they will update another game and another game and another game. And after 5 weeks, all the Zen Pinball games that have been released so far should be updated according to their schedule. Now, as we all know with AtGames, historically, stuff gets delayed. So let's keep that in mind too. It might get delayed. But the fact that they made the announcement that they fixed it and it's coming, sometimes you don't want them to announce a fix a month down the road, but I think they had to. That's just my opinion. They had to start putting a pin in this negative press. Like, you had to get it out there like, hey guys, it's fixed. You know what I mean?
That's possible. It's possible they were also just really excited to
I'm
tell
sure
people.
they are.
Yeah.
They're excited.
But now
People are
they
going to
have
stop
another deadline
complaining.
to meet. What if they miss the deadline?
Glass
again?
half full, glass half empty. There we go again.
Sorry, B, what were you saying? I talked over
No, I
you.
was just saying, like, they just gave themselves another deadline. And I mean, just imagine if they actually didn't get it in by the 12th now.
Oh, yeah.
So sometimes it's better, like you say, to just announce it and, hey, it's going to happen tomorrow. Because now there'll be anticipation. And, you know, expectation, anticipation breeds some of that, hey, I expect this to be great. And without beta testers and people seeing it in action, what if they fix it? And then there's still something else that, like, breaks something else, right? So
In the comments, I saw our moderator, Jason Lalian, mentioned the reason why there's such a long period between the announcement and the actual fix is he said that maybe they're taking time to beta test it. That's 100% possible. My other guess is the reason why they're doing this timed and laid out the way it is like it says in that comic strip, they basically had to rewrite the code on these games. So like they're redoing the games all together to work on the AtGames Legends Pinball
Good.
4K. So maybe there's
should.
a time issue there that they need the time to actually get the games up and working. Maybe they already got them done and they're just going through testing now. Who knows? But yeah, this is really good news because a lot of people, I had seen comments in different groups. I'd seen comments in different chat groups I'm part of. With people saying there's no lag fix ever coming. So people have really given up on it because of the timing, right? 10 months, P-Dub says, 8 months in actuality of waiting for these games to be fixed.
No. Mike. I don't know why you keep wanting to make it a talking point. The fact is, AtGames has known for 10 months, in fact, longer, that these games had performance issues on that hardware. You're only focused on how long it's been in customers' hands.
Yes.
But the reality of this situation is, as long as we know, 10 months or so it took for this to happen. That's a long time.
Probably
That's a long
longer.
time.
Probably longer from the point out. But
And
I guess they
probably
assumed that it would be ready by the time it would come
Right.
out. So
Now
in user hands, 8 months.
User hands, 8 months, but still very long delay. Very long delay. Since it was shown publicly. I mean, come on. Customers got to play it in Chicago, and it was a terrible experience for them. They
Oh, yeah.
put that all over their YouTube channels, their Snapchats, their TikToks when they're walking around Pinball Expo. That's not our feedback. Can't hold us accountable for what other people said. They said it was a bad experience, and here we are 10 months later, it's getting fixed.
I would wonder what the difference was, but because that was beta mode, and they were very clear on that. This is a beta of what the game will be. How much different the beta was from the product that came out when the table initially launched. I'd love to get some feedback from somebody who played it in Chicago and then played it again when it first came out to see what the difference was between the two builds.
Yeah. But all in all, like, I'm very, very excited because I'm tired of complaining about this myself. So I'm looking forward to just, like, as games come out, being able to, like, take a look at them, review them, and one negative talking bullet point should hopefully disappear. Now, I do agree with the chat. We'll have to see. Hopefully they didn't have to sacrifice anything to get these fixes put in.
Yeah.
Because if they did, then it's just going to make the situation worse. You know what I mean? Then the customers are going to find something else to be upset about. Like, oh my God, these games look 720 OP now, like the Arcade1Up versions. You know what I mean? Like
That's what I hope doesn't happen. I'm hoping that in rewriting it, they've managed to fix what was slowing everything down without compromising on the graphics, because that'd suck. Like if the games come out and they're 1080 or below, but the flipper legs fixed, that's not a win.
Yeah. So yeah, it's about time this got fixed. No, it never should have been released this way. But hey, man, time heals all wounds. Hopefully this goes through, man. I'm pumped. Detroit Love, what are you feeling about this news? Are you up to speed yet?
Man, I've been on VPN or Arcade1Up. I'm sorry. I've been drinking a lot of wine tonight, so you got to bear with me here.
Did you seal the deal before you came on stream? I mean, you take her out to a classy dinner like that.
No, I'm saving all that for after. My wife said, "Go ahead. You hadn't been with the dudes for some weeks, so go ahead and spend some time with them, and then you come spend some time with me." So she said,
"Oh, really? So, yeah, when you get out of here,
warmer. Yeah, she's put it on the back warmer for me, keeping it warmed up for me.
Yeah.
And so she wanted me to come and hang out with you guys. But yeah, the AtGames 2.0, as I called it from day one, right? It's just a little disappointing that it's not come out. But the reality of it is, we know AtGames will finally get it together. We don't know what the timing is on that. But they're always the company that's going to keep tinkering in the background to get this shit to work. So hopefully they're working on it, and they're working the magic in the background so that people can be pleased, because this is definitely a better product than what I have here sitting next to me. You know what I mean? This is the product that they should have had originally, but as always, things evolve and get better over time, and so it's going to take a little time to get this thing corrected. I wish I could go out and buy one. I wish I can sell this one here and be able to upgrade, because I love me some pinball, but my toy shock is still kicking ass back there. With his 24-inch screen.
Don't lie.
I wish I could have the bigger screen. That's my goal.
Don't lie. Carl is literally taking his wife out to fancy romantic dinners every night, sending us pictures. He sent us a picture tonight of the table settings at the restaurant. He's like, I don't know if I'll make the show, guys. I'm on a date night with the wife. Look at how nice these forks are.
Well, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the buster in this relationship. My wife, she said, look, today's date night. She said, go out and get trimmed up. I got trimmed up and edged up.
Looking good, Carl.
And she said, this is date night, so I'm going to surprise you. I had no idea what I was walking to. Wine and dinner, wine with every 5-course meal. It was delicious and tasty. So I'm a little buzzed here. I brought some home with me, too.
Detroit Love's ready to blow a .08 live tonight on the Super Game Room, dudes.
Carl, read the super chat.
Yeah, let's get
super chat. Okay. Jason Little Alien, $10 super chat. Thank you, brother, for it. We appreciate you. He says, I'm so pleased this is fixed. We can finally go back to normal and complain regularly about AtGames firmware.
I'm sure you guys will find something else to complain about. This community, man.
Yeah.
It's got to be something to complain about.
I'm sure the login gate is still open for business, right?
Is it me, or is it 2 weeks in a row where Mike's just negative all night long? Like, Mike, this is great news, and you won't even get excited about it.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
And anytime someone says something, you're so worried. Mike, this is great news. This is a great day for AtGames. You should be excited. Now, keep in mind, we haven't seen it yet. They can talk the talk all they want. We want to see these pinballs walk the walk. Hopefully next week, because they did make a little comment here. Let's pull this up one more time for the viewers. I know you guys are tired of looking at it. Last sentence. Stay tuned for another update next week, where we will also announce new tournaments in celebration of these updated tables. What I would love to see is some gameplay footage showing the lag fix in action. I would love for them to send that out to some people. Let's get some videos done. Wagner! Earn your paycheck, baby. Make some videos. We want to see this thing. Tampa Tech, where you at? I want to see this thing in action. I want to see this running smoothly. I think we all deserve it. And a big shout out to this gaming community, guys, because ever since this product came out, everyone has been adamant saying we're not going to just accept this and roll over. We want this fixed, and it's being fixed. So great job for this is a win for the community. And we have to say this. We have to say this, guys. Thank you, AtGames, Zen Studios, Magic Pixel, for fixing this shit because we paid a lot of money for our machines, except for the guy down there in that corner. But I mean, I'm just teasing. Like, I'm just teasing. We paid a lot of money for these things, and we deserve this. We deserve to have a great pinball experience.
I'm going to go off on you in a
Well,
second.
We have a great pinball
experience. I think it's a win for this community because we got BCOG in the house tonight.
B
what up, brother?
baby.
Hey, you know, I miss Nostalgia out here tonight, but I'm good. I'm glad to see you
This
in
is
here.
a great day. This is a great day.
I'm just waiting for classes with life lessons with D-Love to learn all the ways.
And let me tell you, D-Love has got it figured out. So D-Love, like, I don't know if he can. No, I better not say this live on air. But anyways, D-Love has got like life locked down, man. He told me one time about a thing going on with his wife, and we were like, man, we're worried about Carl. And then he came back and he was like, yeah, I'll give her another chance. And I was like, what the fuck? He's got this figured out.
You know, I got wife 2.0, and it is fucking incredible. I can tell you that.
So, you know, I have to ask this, and I mean this kind of goofily. But everyone who went into their Facebook groups complaining about the lag, do they all get unbanned now? Do they all get unbanned?
No, there's a lag there. It's going to take a while for trust.
There's going to be a lag. There's going to be a lag in the unbanning, guys. Just a heads up. If you're waiting to be unbanned, there's going to be a little bit of a delay before you get unbanned. Oh, Mike, you're hurling. Man, you are grumpy, Mike, tonight. $5 from Sandman. Go ahead. Go ahead, Carl.
Sandman says super chat for $5 says now we can get Star Wars, Back to the Future, Jaws, and Indiana Jones.
Oh, I think he's trying to say Indiana Jones. I can send him a link to that movie later.
Who wouldn't enjoy Indiana, right? I mean, what?
Yeah. Thanks so much for the super chat. We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's about time they fix this because I'm just tired of talking about it. In fact, I'm so tired of talking about it. I'm tired of talking about it tonight. We got other topics tonight, baby. We got other stuff going on, Mike. What else we got?
Well, did you hear about AtGames? They have actually fixed the lag.
Finally! There's a little bit of lag there between our discussion.
Well, no, that's Nostalgia's not here. I had to chip in the Nostalgia comment, right? So, anyways,
he would have totally said that.
Oh, totally, all night long. All night
totally
long.
would have. Absolutely.
Yeah. Anyways, good news. So, breaking news tonight. That was good news. Moving on. What else do we want to talk about? Do we want to talk about how BCOG is a full-on pinball channel now?
Only like 90% of my content, Mike. Come on now. I still do 10% other stuff. I still play other games.
Can we give B a shout out though, guys? I don't think you realize the room behind B where all his toys are.
So messy.
All his toys. It was an absolute dump, and now it's so beautiful. Every day, B.
I even have a guitar now.
B would send us pictures of his toy room there every day, showing the improvements day by day. And the best part was when he said, "I'm finally done," and I wrote him a comment saying, "But B, you missed a spot right there. You missed a spot." You play the guitar now, B? What's going on?
No,
yeah, I wrote a
Ready? He can play, but he looks damn good.
So, anyways, I'll
Michael B. Stop being so mean. D-Love's gonna show us how to eat green. P-Dubs really ain't no scrub, 'cause you can hang out with B and the Super Game Room dudes. That's it.
There you go.
I'm no Justin. I had to do my little
that song is also now available on Spotify.
So anyways, I did know that B could play guitar because when the Foo Fighters pinball was coming out, he sent a really pathetic little concert to us in our group chat of him singing.
It was awesome.
He was like, I don't want to.
We got so you guys got to stick around to the end of the show, okay? I know you guys just want us to talk about AtGames and Arcade1Up, and nothing else in your life matters to you, but there are other things going on in the world of gaming.
Stay tuned, guys. We got big news from AtGames on the lag fix. We'll bring it up later.
But Arcade1Up, I got a major announcement. You want to stick through to the end of the show for it. It's a major announcement, breaking news from Arcade1Up. No one else has this. but P-dubs. I haven't even shared it with these guys yet. So
Ooh, inside greasy information.
big announcement about
Working with the
Arcade1Up.
companies. There it
Big
is.
announcement about Arcade1Up coming up at the end of the show, and when we talk about them in their claw machine. But before we do, Michael B is excited because apparently this is a favorite game of his, and it's coming out now on Evercade. Mike, take it away. Tell people what we're looking at.
Oh, well, this isn't coming out on Evercade. This is
wrong video, wrong video.
wrong video.
Wrong video. Mulligan. Go ahead, Mike.
So no, not a favorite game of mine. When I was collecting for the PlayStation, I did pick both of these up, but I just never got into them because growing up when I was younger in the PlayStation days, I was all about the JRPGs. So the majority of my time was done playing games like Xenogears, playing games like Breath of Fire 3 and 4,
And Chrono Trigger.
Not Chrono Trigger, F that game. Chrono Cross, the ultimately better sequel. But playing JRPG, so I missed out on a lot of games like this. But this is the second Gigakart coming out for Evercade. We now have the information. Legacy of Kain, it's a very popular game series. I've heard great things about it. You basically start out as a human, then you get turned into a vampire, then you got to go sucking blood from everybody. So people love it. People were excited about the announcement yesterday. RGT85 made a video. Wario64 covered it. People are excited about this. Looks like a huge win for Evercade. It's made by the same studio that Eidos Interactive originally, but it's owned by Crystal Dynamics now. So, that's
Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider. So it's a smart business decision. They tied both those in together. We're getting that next Gigakart. Legacy of Kain going to be available relatively soon. Pre-order goes up August 30th. Going to be available in September.
Yeah,
I just want to know if they're going to have Zork 1 and Zork 2 on it.
Evercade's doing a great job getting licenses. Evercade is taking over Zork 1 and Zork 2. Michael B, what do you think? You got to tell me. Is that going to happen?
I don't even know what Zork is. I think that might be before my time.
Zork was a text-based only game, like go west.
Well,
go
the way we understand it, Carl, the way we understand it is that if Nostalgia's never heard of it, then it doesn't get made.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah,
I had someone this last week get mad at me and tell me I'm a millennial because I'm born in 1980. Technically, I'm still a Gen Xer, but they were like, we're all laughing and shaking our heads at you. And I was like, wonder whose alt account this is, because I've had that said to me a couple times. So anyways, so apparently I'm a garbage millennial too, like Nostalgia, apparently. And P-Dubs, you're born in 80 as well, aren't you?
Yes.
We're garbage millennials, apparently.
I don't believe it, but okay.
I know.
So what excites me about this is with the Gigacarts, we're seeing some great PlayStation 1 games coming to this console. So that's really, really cool. Yeah, you could play these other ways, nefarious methods, if you will. But in my opinion, this is just another nice win for Evercade. I mean, getting Tomb Raider, taking advantage of that Crystal Dynamics partnership to get more of those games, and who knows what other PS1 type games they'll start making cartridges of. I gotta hand it to him, man. I think this is a win for Evercade. I think this is pretty cool.
80 is not Zennials. That's not true. James hates everything. You're misquoted. 80 is still Gen X.
What about you, B? Did you ever play these, or did you play Tomb Raider, which is coming out eventually?
Tomb Raider for sure. Definitely. I never played Legacy of Kain before. I actually don't even have an Evercade, so I've not been able to enjoy this. Is this is this a single game per cartridge? Is this a series of all of them?
Collection. Both the Legacy of Kain games.
So how many games are on this cart?
It'll be the 2 games on one cart.
2 games. Okay.
Thank you, Jason, for always being awesome, man.
You are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of master. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Rainwater Games. I'm an 83 baby, so that Xennial thing is the thing.
Thank you, Marvel. Thank you, Marvel.
Thank you very much. See, the thing is, Nostalgia is a millennial.
Is Rainwater allowed to be here, Mike, or are you going to yell at him?
Yeah, he's totally fine. Totally fine. So anyways, Nostalgia, it's not that he's a millennial. It's just he has all these garbage opinions that just irritate us.
It's just garbage opinions. I love the way, for years, guys, I've been podcasting with Mike, and one of my favorite words to hear him say is garbage, because the way you say it, say it. He'd be like, I don't like that YouTuber. He's garbage. There you go.
Human garbage, some of them.
But despite the good news of another really cool cartridge coming soon, they did put some bad news out there that the Evercade EXP Nostalgia Edition has been delayed until November 2024.
Yeah, I was bummed about that. This is my first Evercade product I'm looking forward to getting in my grubby little hands, and now I have to wait a little bit longer.
Well, you're wondering why Nostalgia hasn't been on the show for so long. Obviously, there's huge problems at the Evercade plant. He's working hands-on to get it done.
They think that there's a faulty component as the cause of an issue with the units, so they're not going to release any units until they get it fixed. So, hopefully they'll get that fixed. Looks like it's not coming out till November. Sounds like the Evercade Alpha mini desktop arcade machines aren't delayed yet.
No games, so Tomb Raider will be on time, even though this was supposed to launch with Tomb Raider.
So what you guys are saying is Evercade is not going to take the AtGames route and release it messed up and then fix it later.
It doesn't sound that way.
Is that what we're saying?
It doesn't sound that way. I mean, unless it's something. So there's a difference between knowing something is broken and releasing it, and it gets released and it gets caught later, right? So I think Evercade, I mean, they have the ability to do firmware updates. But then again, wait a minute, doesn't the EXPR, does it not have Wi-Fi or something like that?
Yeah, there was something about that because on my EXP,
not do updates?
I can't. No, I don't know about that, but I think it's where it doesn't. This one doesn't have an HDMI out. I still think it has Wi-Fi. Yeah,
it still has the internet for firmware. Okay, good. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, we haven't seen her in forever. Big shout out to Mrs. Crew, Kongs Are Us in the house. What's up, girl?
What's up, ladies? Hello. Long time no see.
He said, "What's up, girl?"
Oh, I'm sorry.
Unless you and I identify.
What's up, girl?
What's up, girl? Dish.
All right. Hey, B, can you do me a favor right now? Can you move a little to your left?
Yeah, keep going.
All right. Keep going to your left.
Keep going.
Keep going.
There you go.
Right, perfect. All right. Mrs. Crew, how are you?
Mrs. Kongs Are Us. Every time I see you, you get beautiful and more beautiful.
Carl's not that I'm saying what Carl's saying isn't true, but Carl's had several drinks, so be aware of that.
Well, look, when I drink, I'm going to be absolutely
get back there, B.
No filters.
So really quickly before we go on to this, I didn't mention to you this game is going to be compatible with the alpha. Do you think anybody's going to be brave enough to try playing Tomb Raider or Legacy of Kain with the alpha?
No, you shouldn't.
I'm going to do it just for shits and giggles.
There's no reason to. No.
Don't tell me how to play my games.
Hey, man. If I say it's bad and there being a bunch of crooks, it's bad. Like, for real, man, it's good. You gotta do what I say, Mike. You gotta do what I say.
Only what you say.
Yeah. So, Mrs. Kongs Are Us, what's it been like with B Kong making less YouTube videos, and has his collecting slowed down, or is he still filling up the house with action figures and arcades, or what's going on over there?
Have you talked to him about his pinball budget? Like, does he keep you abreast of how much money he's spending?
And are you aware, Mrs. Kongs Are Us, that B did pre-order the black and white Godzilla for no reason whatsoever?
He didn't really.
So, to answer your first question, P-Dubs, did he ever slow down or stop making content? No, he just started to edit very slowly. So it's why you see it suddenly popping up. Has his collection stopped? He decided to clean up the boxes, only to reveal more boxes that he has yet to open. Michael B's question about
man, we threw a lot
of pinball budget. Yeah. His pinball budget, has he kept you abreast of
he has breast, but
breast. Damn accent.
He says there's one more on the way, but he has yet to tell me what one more is.
What did you order? I see this package has arrived for you.
What is this?
Oh,
actually, this is lovely.
She buys a small package off Amazon. B's like flipping out. B bought.
What did you buy?
What's up, Dark
What did you buy?
I
Be
thought
about
so.
3 pinball machines. Keep in mind, 3 pinball machines in the last 2 years,
Yeah.
all with toppers and every single
Yeah.
mod that's available. But he's mad she bought a
Yeah.
package.
Every time I buy a pinball machine,
So,
she has to buy something too.
can I-
She's
So do
can
you
I-
really want to get upset about this? This is by Kainoa Swimwear.
Oh, yeah.
That's for
You
you
can't get
too,
mad at
B.
that. You can't get mad at that.
Is
B.
it? Is it
But-
really?
I do have a funny story about that. So, for instance, I had pre-ordered that.
Well, I didn't get a question for
swimwear?
Mr. Strong. Sorry, us.
I'm
What
sorry?
are you drinking tonight? What wine do you have there?
B.
Like- Cabernet
Carl.
Sauvignon.
Okay.
Carl is so drunk right now.
I know
This is
7
crazy.
drinks. I got to catch up.
Rainwater, I'm actually down to 3 cats now, buddy. The house isn't as full as it once was. We lost 3 of them in the last couple
Oh.
of years.
Sorry, Mike. But I had pre-ordered that Best Buy Neo Super Sprint cab, which is like going to cost me $3,000.
Holy shit! Best Buy made one too.
No, not Best Buy. Buy stuff. Buy stuff. And like 2 weeks later, like I was getting annoyed. See, when you work from home and your doorbell rings and your dogs bark, if it happens a lot, you get pissed, right? And like 3 times in one day, I had UPS, FedEx, and Amazon all ring the doorbell. Dogs going nuts. I'm trying to work from home, do my job. And they were all packages for my wife. And I got mad. I was like, would you stop having stuff sent to the house? I'm trying to do my damn job. And she's like, she sent me a screenshot of the $3,000 picture of the Super Sprint. And she said, got anything else to say? I was like, okay, wait a minute. Maybe the $30 in clothes she bought isn't such a big deal. You know what I mean? But man, that doorbell and the dog's going crazy. You know, I mean, it's nuts. Anyway, so that's my life. Really good to see the Kongs R Us team back together again. I forgot what we were talking about. Evercade. Oh yeah, Evercade's doing great stuff. Next topic.
Arcade Decades book.
Oh yes, Quarter Arcades, guys. So great, good, cool stuff. When we interviewed Quarter Arcades a few weeks ago, they mentioned that their Kickstarter was going live for that book, and we showed a video trailer for it and stuff. This 1980s Arcade Decades book.
Let me be clear. So when they came on our show and gave us the video for Arcade Decades, it was a world premiere. The video they spent all kinds of time building and putting together for their world premiere on our show. They sent to us in advance so we'd have ready, which Carl then decided, oh, we're going to get copyright claims. So he modified their world premiere video without talking to anybody and put it up with no music in it. And the audio was a little weird. And I was like, oh, I don't know if we should have done that.
Well,
Maybe
how
we
about
should have
this?
asked him.
How about this? How about we play the audio for everybody right now here tonight? Let's check this out together, guys. Let's give it a whirl. Let's go.
80s, but in truth are timeless. Arcade Decades. Back us now on
All right, there
Kickstarter
you go.
and get your name in.
There you
I
go,
apologize.
guys.
I actually like Carl's version better.
Yeah, I was going to say my version is much better.
Oh, you like? Oh, come on. Carl's version was fine. All right, so we got the Kickstarter link in the chat. Thanks so much to Jason, our moderator, Little Alien. 30,000 out of $32,000 goal, guys. They've almost hit goal. Make sure you back this project. There's nothing wrong with sitting down and reading a good book. Let's take a look and see what they're charging for this thing. So let's take a look. So you could just pledge without donating money. You just say, hey, I'm just throwing you a high five, some support. What is this? Is it pounds?
£5.
PDF of the book. If you just want to get a PDF copy of the book, an early bird copy. Early bird copy, so you get it early, $5, $10 PDF copy of the book. Here we go. Hardback copy of the book, physical copy, 30 pounds. They have 618 left out of 1,000. I'll be backing this project myself. I'll probably be picking this one up. Hardback book plus your name in the book. So if you want to get your name in the book for an additional 10 pounds, you can back this project right here. If you want to get an autograph copy plus your name in the book, so now we're talking the works. It's another 45. It's another £5. It's 45 pounds. What's our conversion rate here, Carl, on pounds to dollars?
Jason Little Alien put it in the chat. 647 US equals $5. So for the
PDF
digital PDF version, it's
Oh, look,
gonna
it says it.
$647.
It says it right here, about $71. It says it right here. So this is the top of the line one. You can get one of the books. Each one of the books will be hand signed by the author, and you'll get your name in the book. And you'll be noted as an official backer of the campaign, blah, blah, blah. You get a special PDF of the book copy as well. You get the physical and PDF, blah, blah, blah. And that's $71. So it's not that much money. It's a great little coffee table book. I'm excited about this, man.
I do want to call out that I love where it says hardback physical.
You haven't changed at all, Mrs. Kongzaros.
So
This is way cheaper than $1,000 to put your name on the Infinity Game table. So
oh yeah, you did do that, didn't you? Was that a wait, hold on. Was that
Wow,
really
that was
1,000?
news.
yeah, we spent $1,000 on that.
That was
Why?
$1,000.
Y'all in this room, not we, right?
no, just be.
I didn't do that.
No, I didn't do that.
Yeah,
didn't
it
back
is the
Infinity.
best display
For the Razor Crest.
Razor Crest.
Mm.
So is there an audio only option? I do a lot of reading through audiobooks.
You don't want it to be physically hardback?
There's also
I
a
haven't been
pop-up.
physically hardback in a long time, Mrs. Gonzaros.
Yeah.
My prescription ran out.
For an extra 25 pounds, it says here, Nostalgia will come to your house and read it to you.
Well,
Could be a
shipping
good
is
deal.
pretty high there for some reason. 19 pounds for shipping to the United States. That's basically for a book. But so it'll be about $63 to ship the book to you.
But it will be physically hard.
Right. And who doesn't like physically hard?
It's one of those things that's great, like to have in your room, just something that's a conversation piece on like a coffee table or something like that.
Absolutely.
Or
and my
having your
room is always a conversation piece.
yeah, or to keep in your crap library, because that's the perfect thing to have there by the toilet. Like check out a couple arcades while you're doing your business. So
I make it a point, Mike, to watch really bad YouTube videos when I'm taking a dump.
you watch B?
It really helps.
I was about to say.
It really helps me pass the time. You know what I'm saying?
Compliments.
I know. I
Aw.
know.
All right. I dare you guys in the live chat to back this project. I think it's a really, really cool book. I think it's going to be totally worth it. I can't wait to.
I'm glad they're almost there to their goal. I want to see this. I think they already hit their goal, and I think they're on a new goal now.
Oh, that's right, for the bonus. Like they'll include a
Because
little.
I think the goal originally was something like 25,000. So I think they've already surpassed that. So this is going to happen now. It just matters all the extras and all that stuff.
Yeah. And they did another book not too long ago where it was a book about all the old Colecos and tabletop arcade games. And they did that one. It got backed on Kickstarter and they printed it and stuff like that. And apparently it's really good. I think you could still buy it on their website. Let's take a look at their first book. Go ahead, Mike. Well, stall for time, Mike. Go, stall for time.
So in your time off YouTube, have you guys found time to...
I'm pledged, baby.
Oh, there you go, Carl.
My coffee. Well, it's not going to be a coffee table because I don't have coffee. It'll be a ottoman table, ottoman book.
Oh, shit. Sorry, go ahead.
Ottoman book. How do you... Jane, stop this crazy thing. Hey, Michael B, get rid of that for me. I don't know how to do it anymore. This new system.
What are you talking about, Detroit Love?
Click stop sharing screen.
I can't stop sharing your thing. I can turn it off, I guess. There you go.
Yeah, you turned me off for sure. Thanks.
So, really quickly, in B's time away from YouTube, have you guys taken time to re-explore each other and,
Oh my
find
God,
the fire?
Mike. Stop, Mike. Stop. Unnecessary, Mike. Unnecessary. All right. Sorry about that, guys.
That's a perfectly reasonable question. I mean, they took time together. I just want to make sure they're happy.
Yeah, is there maybe a third kid coming around? Third one?
Oh no, that shipped sailed long ago.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's not
mhm.
happening.
Have we rediscovered each other? We have rediscovered many boxes in the house of things you have not opened.
No, I opened up everything. I literally cleaned my entire room. I cleaned the garage. I cleaned up my arcade.
Damn.
I changed the sink. Right, we got a new
I got a
faucet.
new faucet.
I fixed the
Which
plumbing
faucet did you
underneath.
get?
I
He
cleaned out
fixed
my
other.
entire.
He also fixed other plumbing.
Did you
too.
get the hands-free faucet?
No, but it has
Oh.
like this LED light in it now, and so it turns red when the water's hot,
Okay,
and then so like it lets you know.
nice.
We
Yeah,
did
mine
find
does
this
that,
really
but
fun new
you
pillow
can turn it
though.
on
It's
and
like,
off just by
have you guys
waving
ever
your
seen
hand.
this pillow that's like a little bit triangular and has a little bit of a raised edge on it?
Oh
Like,
yeah, that thing is great.
it's great. It's
Oh, yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
So
So
Well,
really,
thank-
really quickly, I don't know what James Hates Everything watches us for, but apparently we weren't doing it for him. So I guess he had to turn on something else. He
physically
says
soft now.
physically soft now. sorry you didn't get there, James.
James is just waiting for the
We'll,
Arcade1Up
we'll work harder
conversation.
next week.
Speaking of which, we got to pivot to Arcade1Up so we can make our cutoff time here.
Okay.
Oh, really quickly, Retro Realms. Let's talk about this really quickly. I'm so
wait.
excited.
I know, but can we
You
share one
just
thing
can't
real
hide
quick?
it.
This is gonna, Mike. 30 seconds, man. 30 seconds.
Oh, by the way, 19K Fox is a total fraud. Guy builds a bar, orders in the countertop. I thought he was a real man's man. You're telling me he didn't go out and chisel off the side of a mountain and make
Yeah.
his own countertop? Psst, total phony.
So Numbskull's first book was called From Coin Ops to Tabletops, the Essential Electronic Game Book. So this is a book about the history of all those tabletop, Coleco, Pac-Mans and Donkey Kong machines, all those old ones. And let's see here. You can go ahead and get this as well. I put a link for it on the website. It's 40 pounds, something like that. $50 right here. $50. There it is. So if you guys are interested in their first book, you can order it now. That one was also on a Kickstarter that was successful, and they launched it.
They're making a new book on this, hey?
They
Did
are?
you know about that? Yeah. It's the rise and fall of the Coleco handhelds that came out last year, talking about how they were so
my God.
shitty.
They were horrible. Those were horrible. I don't know if Mrs. Kongs R Us is a horror film fan or not, but Michael B's excited about this game that just got announced. Mike,
Two
take it away.
games.
Two games.
So, yeah, we haven't had a Halloween video game since the Atari 2600. We're getting the first of two new ones from Boss Team Games coming out a little later this year, right around October. They're supposed to be 90s arcade style games. So we're getting a Michael Myers action platformer, side-scrolling action platformer. I don't know how this ties into Halloween 1, but apparently it's based on the original 1978 movie. Looks amazing. And one I'm super excited for, Ash vs. the Evil Dead. The popular Stars series is getting turned into a video game. You play as Ash Williams in a side-scrolling action platformer, taking out Deadites and trying to find the Necronomicon.
I love any kind of side-scrolling game like this, so I'm all in. Mike. You sold
Yeah, they
me
look
on it.
awesome. They look awesome. There's and like they've got. I don't know if you've got it open, but they've also
Can
got.
I get? Hey, are there any people out there who print arcade artwork? Can I get this artwork done, please, on an arcade machine? I think that looks pretty cool. B, this is your next project.
Yes. Did you notice that both of them did like full on like shoryukens to be able to like play? So I was like, all right, there's some fun influence there. That's awesome.
Yeah. Like that looks cool, but guys, which artwork do you like more on these imaginary arcades? Do you like the Halloween one, or do you like this one? Where'd it go? Oh, it's coming up here.
It's the second half of the video. Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. There you go. Ash versus Evil Dead.
I
I think
mean-
that looks really cool.
You're talking about the art, but I mean, I think Ash makes a lot more sense. Like, obviously, you're playing as the protagonist in that one, and he has
Yeah.
very distinct weapons, like his chainsaw that he Hadoukened into, and then his boomstick.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this totally makes sense. The other one playing as Michael is just it's weird to me. I always envisioned if there was a Halloween game, it'd be like Nightmare on Elm Street on the NES, where you're playing as like the kids trying to get away from Michael. But I guess it's a little harder to do that as
You're
a
just on a
side-scrolling
murder
action
rampage.
platform.
He was just killing like innocent people as you walk.
I know. What it's not a good message, right?
No.
I think it's pretty cool. So I'm excited. When's this coming out, Mike?
October 18th.
Oh,
You know
just
what I
in
want
time
to see
for the
from Halloween?
holidays.
I want to see a Jamie Lee Curtis version as a protagonist, where she's doing her hip thrusting dance from the '80s show. That movie, you know what I'm talking about?
What?
P-Dub knows what I'm talking about.
You talking
You're
about
talking
True
about
Lies?
True Lies? That was from the
No,
90s.
there was like this '80s like film with her and what's his name?
John Travolta. But
John
you just suddenly
Travolta.
took this away from
No?
what the conversation was. You just want to see some hip thrusting. Apparently, you
was
didn't
fun.
see enough this morning.
Hip thrusting. It's a
You
good
thrust your
video.
pelvis, huh?
Yes, it's good.
I'm trying to think of what movie was she in where she was dancing. It
I'll
was
pull
just
up a
True
video.
Lies.
You guys will see it.
Well,
was-
honestly,
we're
you
trading
gotta
with
you gotta
some,
watch you gotta watch
we're moving
Trading
up now.
Places. Jamie Lee Curtis never showed her tits till she went legits.
Oh my god.
It's from Scream. Come on, guys, get with it.
All right.
Oh gosh.
This is happening. I won't show the audio, but this is happening.
Kids, you better leave the room now.
Oh boy, here it comes.
Perfect. You're trying to make it big.
What's he trying to make big?
You guys see it?
No,
I don't
You had to go
I
back
don't see
to it.
any, I don't see anything shared on the screen.
There you go.
Is it not showing?
Now it is.
No,
you
nothing's
good?
showing.
Oh wait, here it is. We gotta add it. Oh, this movie. Oh yes. Yes.
1985. I've
There
never
we go.
heard
Can we do this move in Chicago?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Full stop.
Yeah,
funny.
I didn't watch this movie on purpose.
Yes, that's hilarious. Yes.
So less basketball, more of this.
Yes. They had to make a movie. I mean, Dance Dance Revolution move doing this. I mean,
And
this
what was
is
the
totally
movie
80s,
called?
right?
Hey B, what was the name of the movie?
It looks like it's perfect. I didn't know the name of the movie.
Rainwater Games had actually one of the best comments I've seen. This is for James. We had to get him back in.
we had to find a way to get him back.
Are you physically soft still?
You gotta support that
All right, we're good.
Kickstarter to get physically hardback.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Like
She's got 15 minutes to stop that.
so- all right, Mike, take over. Talk about the Arcade1Up claw thing real quick while I'm pulling something up.
Yeah, so a couple weeks ago now, Arcade1Up came back to the community. They did an Instagram live. They did a marketing video to advertise their new NBA Jam Casinocade that was coming out, and they actually answered some questions. David McIntosh was on it. I thought he did a pretty good job. A lot of people were like, "Oh, it's a shill video," and I was like, "Man, you're stupid. He works for the company. He's not pretending he didn't work for the company. Do you even know what a shill is? It's a marketing video." So anyways, they did a marketing video, answered some questions. I thought it was a good outing for them. But one of the things that came up was this claw machine showed up in the background, and eagle-eyed viewers poked it out and said, "Oh my God, there's a claw machine. That thing is awesome." So is this an intentional leak, unintentional leak? We don't really know. The question now is this thing ever going to see the light of day? Is it going to come out? And I'm not so sure, but I want to hear what you guys think.
And should it come out?
Oh, I think it should. I think there would be interest in it for sure, but at a certain price point.
How much do you think it would be if it ever did come out?
That's what I'm scared about. Because we talked to John D sometimes, and he did mention to me, he was like, that claw machine, that thing was awesome, but it was also really expensive to make. So this is what I'm concerned about now.
So today, by the way, if you didn't know, there was a Captain's Auction Warehouse sale that's still going on right now. And one of the first things that was for sale was several claw machines. So how much do you think used claw machines are going for on auction these days? What do you think they sold?
2,500.
8,000.
2,500. Dubs, how much do you think the claw machines? There was 2 claw machines that I saw sold. How much do you think they sold?
Well, it depends on what they were and the size of them.
Mm-hmm.
I say
So-
8,000.
One of them was like a Denny's one that was wood grain, and one of them was like a modern yellow one.
I'm guessing, 500.
How much?
500.
500. All right, D-Lab, how much do you think it sold
8,000.
today?
$8,000.
$1,000. $2,500, $1,000, $500.
No, he said 8,000.
8,000.
Yeah.
Well, for the wood grain one, right? Not like the.
Yeah.
The wood grain one sold for $125.
Oh wow. Okay.
Whoa,
And the metal one was $75.
Oh, wow.
that's crazy. I would have definitely
for
bought one
working
for-
brand new
yeah.
claw machines.
Sad.
So
Wow.
But
I mean,
apparently, who's gonna put it in their house?
well, and that's the whole thing. Like a claw, you have to fill it with your own toys to be able to do it. And yet, there's a reason why.
Oh,
people like
you guys would
three-quarter scale
love it.
home
You
arcade
could
stuff.
have that in the bedroom, fill it with sex
you can
toys.
put
You were
your
like, what are we
boobies inside
using
of it, or
tonight?
recreate Toy
Did you
Story.
hear what Michael B just said? We're gonna put it in our bedroom, put sex toys in it.
Oh yes, I missed that.
What are
Oh
we
wait,
playing with
did I
tonight?
paraphrase it incorrectly?
No, you were spot on. That was exactly
Okay,
what I
good.
said.
Just to make sure I got it right.
I don't think all your vibrators would fit in there. I'm sorry.
Oh, I know it slipped through the
Yeah.
claw.
Well, I think if you put the
Anywho.
wine in there, she would get a lot of action.
The
for
wine
sure.
would work. Thank you so much, Short Love. But you're
Yeah.
saying $75 to $100. So what is
Yeah,
Arcade
I'm
1Up
just-
gonna sell it for?
I don't know. Well, that's the whole. It's a speculation right now, but I'm just saying a real claw machine. I was surprised. I looked at both of them today and set like it's literally 2 hours ago.
Yeah, that's very
$75 for one,
Well,
and $125.
Well, be calm.
But-
But in all honesty, is $175, $150, but then it's like $500 to ship it to you.
Yes, or you can just pick it up if it's close by. So I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
You
debating
do
it.
not pick it up.
I
You
didn't
can-
register in time. I almost bought it because it was $75.
Michael B, you're asking me about the pinball budget. It's more like a frivolous spending budget.
I sold my pod racer, so I made space. I got rid of something I bought.
I'm
from
so
Shop.
glad you sold that.
It's been like 2 years since I bought
Right,
something.
which
from
is
Captain.
something
I
you
think
would,
I need to support
shouldn't have
them.
bought in the first place, to be
Get
honest.
that? I do have to give my obligatory show thing. Captain's Auction, thank you for being my dealer that loaned me a Stern pinball machine for the last 6 months. So, got to do. All right, done.
Mike, did you have any pictures of the claw machine? I don't have one.
Yeah. Give me a second. These were actually sent to me by our insider and apparently the person who watches the show to help him get there. James hates everything. So let me just bring him up.
James, are you hard yet?
Physically. Hard back.
Holy cow!
This sort of thing you found it from?
This show has just gotten completely off the rails.
I think
warn
it's
them you were
gotten better.
coming, and they said you're welcome, so they might be regretting that.
I think it's gotten better.
I was
Regret
I was really excited to
That's
have
not
the
a claw machine.
Right there.
nothing. What are we looking at?
This.
Yeah, what are we looking at? Apple product?
Oh,
That game
can.
shirt? Can we get the
claw
shirt?
machine. It's in the background there. Claw machine.
Does it have an Arcade1Up logo on it?
Right here. Arcade1Up. And then it says claw machine up there.
That doesn't look like a W in that first word to me.
Oh,
It's
hold
a
on,
cl-
Carl.
it-
For God's sakes.
It's a claw machine for sure.
Yes, people have clearer pictures than me, but let me bring up the second one.
There you go. Now it'll say claw. Yep,
Oh, there you go.
100%.
Claw machine.
It says
Arcade1Up.
claw machine now, Michael B.
Okay, thanks, Carl.
Oh, Carl, you're the worst.
Yes, JJ Baron von Rasky. He knows. That's the original claw guy, but the Von Erichs also use the claw as well.
What is that
Is that a
box on the floor?
couchcade in the background? Dubs, is that a couchcade with the little blue thingy?
It kind of looks like it, don't it? But who knows?
What's the
it's
box
like-
on the floor? I want to know what's on the box on the floor. That's what I want to know. What is
It's
it?
Oh,
their-
that's a
it-
yoga flame. Or do you mean this right there?
It's
You
their
got it.
spare parts
You got it, right.
warehouse.
That's
Okay,
the
so-
AtGames Legends
So
mini
claw
claw.
machine, P Dubs. What's your interest level with this claw machine?
So what's funny is I showed my wife this leaked photo and the videos that we were doing when it came out, because it happened in such a funny way where I don't think it was intentional. Like, I honestly think David McIntosh screwed up, because his reaction, I said this before on other videos I did, either he is the greatest actor in the world as well as the girl behind the camera, and they sold me like WWE wrestling does sometimes, or it was legitimate a mix up. And when the girl's like, move over, trying to get him away, and he panicked when he realized the machine got shown, and he turned the thing off, the stream off right after that. I thought that was all funny. My wife said, when I told her about it, she goes, well, we could use a claw machine. That's what she said to me. So when it comes to coin pushers, claw machines, casino-cades, I think that's a lot of stuff that maybe the kids and maybe some of the wives are interested in, you know what I mean, and would love to have. in the game rooms, right? Versus some of the other stuff that we want, right? So
yeah, and the reality of this claw machine is there's no licensing issue, right?
Yeah.
So there's no
Carl.
limitation there to be able to limit this going into production. So this is something they can release anytime they want to. Will everybody buy it? Yeah, it's questionable, but obviously it'll fit into many people's game rooms or home arcade rooms.
So my concern with this is how much is it going to cost? Because this isn't your normal Arcade1Up product. Sure, we got our wood, which is going to be the 3/4 inch MDF, all that stuff, but claw machines actually have like mechanical parts, moving parts and stuff like that. So I'm concerned about the cost. I'm also concerned about the quality and how long will it last? Like, if this actually does come out.
Yeah.
And even if it was an old prototype of something that is never going to ever happen, just the fact that it got shown, I thought was hilarious. You know what I mean? I thought it was hilarious and it was worth talking about and making fun of them for if it was a legitimate screw up, right? And everyone else is like, oh my God, they're not releasing a claw machine. I'm like, I never said they were. I just said this happened on their stream and it's hilarious. So there you go.
People will complain literally about anything. People complain about people making YouTube videos. They don't realize they don't have to watch. It's the weirdest thing. They're like, oh, I'm sick of all these videos coming out. Do you not know how to watch? I certainly know how to watch most of yours, not watch most of your stuff.
These videos came out and I had to watch them. I had no choice. I was held hostage in my chair. All right, that's enough of that. All right,
I don't have to be here? Folks aren't watching this?
No. They're watching you. You're the reason they're here. This is the best viewership we've had in years.
All right. So let's take that off the screen, Mike. Apparently I can't take it off the screen anymore. That's really, really weird.
Carl got this whole thing screwed up, man.
All right. You guys ready for some big Arcade1Up news?
Kevin Clausen also has some to share.
Claw machine has lag.
Isn't it supposed to have lag? That's the best part, right?
Yep.
When it's slow?
Well, I like to start slow, but then when it starts to get hot, you go a little bit faster, right?
You gotta pace yourself. That's what the lag is for.
No. But it's highs and lows. Like you go slow and then fast, and slow and fast.
Keep it slow, baby. That's how you get to be Detroit Love, baby.
Just keep it slow.
Slow and deliberate.
I do love slow and deliberate.
All right.
What were we talking about again?
Pinball.
Claw machines. The claw.
All right, we got one last major breaking Arcade1Up news and announcement, and then we're gonna put a pin in it and call it a night. So thanks so much, guys, for staying on and hanging on. So big news is tomorrow, when it comes to this Arcade1Up Miss Galaga Class of '81 pub table that's at Costco. Breaking news tomorrow. There's a couple of guys who might be picking one of these up, and that would be Biggie D's Arcade and P-Dubs are heading to Costco tomorrow. That's right, Biggie and me are meeting up. We're going to go look at this pub table, and we're going to spend Biggie D's money and buy it. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Is one of you actually buying it, or are you going to do a Twisted Chris review from Nebraska Furniture?
Biggie D will purchase this. I'll make sure of it, guys, because he never buys anything, and I'm going to make sure he spends his money. So Biggie D will be buying this machine tomorrow. We will unbox it, build it live. It's going to be epic. Ain't that right, Biggie D? He's got the money.
That's so sweet. You're gonna make sure he has a good time, right?
Oh, we're gonna have a really good time at Costco. We're gonna have some hot dogs and some nachos and
what the hell?
All this stuff. Are you not wearing pants, B? What is going on?
I just got some cool nerdy toys.
Yep. So
to answer your question, Michael B, it's not a pinball fund. It's more of like a frivolous spending fund.
Ooh, look at this.
Robotech. Yes.
1J Brick Hunter by RoboDo. This isn't mine.
Cool.
This is for somebody else.
Also, huge toy news for P-Dubs as well. I shared with them this past week.
I'm so excited.
P-Dubs, what are Mondo Toys releasing that you're really excited about?
Oh man, I can't wait to play. I can't wait to have that dick in my hands. Dick Tracy action figures are coming soon. Yeah, New Dick Tracy action figures are coming right up.
Yeah, from I think it's Mondo that are making them, or Mezco Toys are actually making them. I think it is,
Yeah.
but they're based on the original comic book and not the movie. That's the only thing that's
Yeah.
like a crux for me.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
It should be that way.
Yeah.
I'm a movie guy. I'm a Dick Tracy movie guy. That's when I fell in love with it.
Oh,
I never read the comics.
I love the movie. I think it's a great movie. Some people don't like it, but
oh, it's incredible. It's just really slow at times.
Yeah, an amazing cast in that movie too.
Oh yeah,
cast,
100%.
So, but yeah, there you go.
Can before you go, can I tell you something?
Nope.
Just really quickly. Okay,
Yeah.
ready?
Yep.
Big boy did it. Big boy did it.
Big boy did it.
Big boy
Big
did
boy
it.
did it.
Big boy did it. Big boy did it.
My goal.
I'm sorry, was that your safe word?
Yeah, that's
my goal. My goal is to whatchamacallit, get Biggie D to spend his money. Like, I'll be like, I don't know, Dan, you're really gonna regret not picking this up. Like, I'm gonna really lay it on thick while we're at Costco. I'll be like, you should probably get it now. You're gonna regret it later. You know what I mean?
And you can always
Like,
take it back. That's a great thing with Costco.
you know, as long as he spends the money and I don't, it's gonna be great.
P-Dubs, you know you're buying it.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. My house is a mess right now. I can't buy it. I can't buy it.
He'll buy it.
I got
a one in the chat if you think P-Dubs is going to buy it.
Dude, I have no floors in my house right now. We are literally walking on plywood here because, you know, we're redoing everything. I can't buy arcade machines right now.
Put a 1 in the chat if you think P-Dubs will end up buying it.
Put a 2 in the chat if Biggie D is going to make this purchase, guys. Let's do it.
Put a 3 in the chat if you think Kongs R Us are going to buy more toys.
You don't even have to put a number in the chat. We know it's a given.
Yeah. There you go.
Where does he get these wonderful toys?
I literally have like toy drug dealers that when
Jesus
I first
Christ.
met these guys,
Where are
they
all
would
the
give me,
numbers? Wake up!
they
What
would
is
pull
wrong
up-
with this
they
live
would
chat?
lift up
Wake
their
up!
trunks.
Mike
Do,
asked
like,
you to put
Trump
one
deals.
digit in the chat. He's not asking you to move mountains. Seriously. Get him in. Get him
No,
coming.
Biggie D, if you have to buy it now, like it's the gauntlet's laid down. If
Wait,
you
wait,
don't
wait,
buy
wait.
it,
Maybe I'll love it and it'll be a must buy. There you go, Biggie D.
like just think about it. Like you're walking around your house, Biggie D, and you've got like a glass of water or a soft drink,
No.
and you're like, God damn it, I don't have anywhere to put these drinks. And then you turn and you see this arcade with cup holders, and you're like, lifesaver. Like it has changed my life.
Well, we all have friends who, like, think of your circle of friends. You have those people who are irresponsible in your circle of friends. You have people who are ultra responsible. But in every group of friends, I think you have one friend who you know is the frugal friend, right? Like the friend who doesn't spend any money. You know what I mean? It's not that they're being you could consider being responsible, but also they just it has last possible second before they actually do it. And Biggie D is that friend. We're going to stand there and he'll be sitting there with his arms crossed. He'll be like, I don't know, P-Dubs. I just don't know. Maybe we'll come back in a couple of weeks. Let me think about it. You know, that's good. That's the way he is, man. And I'll be like, no, do it now. Entertain me, clown.
I think it's the other way around. If you want him to spend money for you, you gotta entertain him, right?
So that's kind of the way it's going to be. You know what I mean?
Dance.
Dance. Make a bicycle for me, Biggie D. Make a bicycle for me. You know? So
Someone's gonna buy it. I do want to see a video on it soon.
I
haven't seen a video on the.
I haven't seen a single freaking review for that machine yet. I've seen a bunch of videos where people give their opinions about it, but I haven't seen a single freaking review. Where's the reviews?
Oh, there was lots of complaints about people making review videos on these things. When no one made a review video, they were just like, I'm sick of all these YouTubers making review videos when they don't have the product. No one made a review video. You just can't read.
Kevin Clarkson, $2 super chat. Do I have to watch this if I don't want to?
Yes, apparently you have
must.
to watch every video that comes out.
All right, guys, we'll make sure you sub to Biggie D. He might be picking that up tomorrow. All right, that's all I have time for tonight. So I'm going to take off. If you guys want to keep going, let me know.
Really quickly. I am going to do something that I have never been able to do in my entire life after we get off the show tonight. I am so excited. I don't know if you'll be proud of me or not about this one, but ever since I was 15 years old, I've been playing a game called Shining Force, and I hate strategy RPGs because I don't know how to play them, and then everybody dodges my attacks and I die. But tonight I am on the final battle in Shining Force, so 15-year-old Mike at 44 is going to overcome this game that has been with him for almost 30 years. So I'm so excited.
What platform are you playing that on?
Pardon?
What platform are you playing that on?
On the Nintendo Switch through the
I remember
I got the
Shining
Genesis
Force
controller
really
for it,
big
though.
with Sega Saturn. And
Yeah.
so have you ever played a game called Dragon Force?
Yes, I play Dragon Force.
Yes, that just brings me back.
All I words is I hear 15-year-old Michael Blee with a Shining Force playing it on a big.
She has that vivid imagination. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking about you too.
Yes.
15-year-old Michael B wasn't getting a lot of action. I had opportunity, but like girls would call him, they'd be like, "Hey, do you want to hang out?" And I'd be like, "I don't know. Simpsons reruns come on at 6. I don't think I can come out."
You're shining someone's force.
Yes.
Yeah, my own.
This is probably, I've seen comments where people self-promote themselves, but this one takes the cake.
We encourage viewers to subscribe to music.
This is the worst. This is the worst. That's the worst one. Way to go, Dan. You just that made my night. All right, guys.
You're
I'm
wrong,
out of here.
Rainwater Games. It's the best game ever on Sega Saturn. The Dragon Force is a band too. That's awesome.
Hopefully next week we'll have a full crew. Thanks for joining us
Oh,
for Friday Fun. Oh,
really
Jesus
quickly,
Christ.
really
Can we
quickly.
end the show.
No, we cannot end.
End the
we cannot end.
freaking show.
No, we need a big finish. Well, not really a big finish, but Dragon Force. Dragon Force did Through the Fire and Flames, which is the final song that you have to beat
Guitar Hero
in
3.
Guitar Hero 3. And that gets a special shout out to all the rhythm and music arcade lovers like our buddy Amino Ravioli.
Oh, look at
There it
that.
is.
Yeah, Geo's control panel looks really cool. B. Go watch B's video about the D&D panel for dancing.
D&D. Speaking of D&D, this will be my last Friday. I get to
know.
hang out with you for 6 weeks.
Or DDR.
joining-
I'm sorry, DDR.
I'm joining
I
a
said D&D.
D&D group for the
Dungeons
next
and
6 weeks.
Dragons?
Yeah.
Do not
I
disturb.
found-
Oh, you
Dude,
friggin'
can I
nerd.
like Skype and zoom into these? And can I? Come on, we got to
It's
have my
first time ever
chaotic
playing
evil
Dungeons
elf
and Dragons
Podrick.
ever. So
Oh,
yeah.
I'm excited. All right, guys, thanks so much. Give us a thumbs up on the way out. Thank you for subscribing. Carl, since you're here, send these mofos on their way. Happy weekend, everybody.
Well, everybody, thank you for tuning in to the Super Game Room Dudes. We appreciate you. We love you. Stick around for the after show where Kongs to Us and Mrs. Kongs to Us will both kiss on their pussycat. We'll see you next time. Until next time, we'll see you on the web.
No more
YouTube-
no more outros for Carl when he's had a couple drinks. No more outros.
They were
for
just
Carl.
both kissing on their pussycat. I'm not making this shit up.
You two have been out of control tonight, you and Mike, with these comments.
Mrs. Kongs to Us, am I making this up? You was just kissing on the Kong, which is
Do you guys know P-Dubs has his bottom 4 ribs removed? Good night, everybody.
You said you'd never tell.
must be a member